I had a big health scare in 2017. I'm scanned annually for pancreatic cancer due to my family history. And this year, my doctor called to say there was a mark found on my pancreas in an MRI. So I'd gone through the holidays watching my son Juki open presents and cuddling him to bed. The year before, his father had died in a motorcycle accident. So I sat there holding back tears because according to the statistics, this was to be the last year he would have a parent. I went in for the endoscopic ultrasound on the very last day of the year, and as they gave me the anesthesia, I prayed, which I rarely do. Burn everything. Burn every film, burn every award. Just please let me see my son grow old. I went under, and when I opened my eyes, my mom was standing over me. It's all clear. It was just a shadow on the MRI. My son turned 21 on November 1st, 2024. Maybe I should choose my words more carefully next time. Here it is. I'll just pull up here.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm horrified. It says unsafe, and it says it right there. You see it? It was like my whole life. I loved it there. I'm still alive, but look at that.
This is how we have to go home now. We're home in a hazmat outfit.
There's no home here. I'm just so sorry for the town of Altadena. This beautiful place.
This is Ondi's movie, one of her movies. It might be Maplethorpe. Eva!
Oh my God, is that my film? Everything, it's just gone. This is my boys' room, who grew up here. The thing that I'm saddest about is losing my son's cards to me.
He would draw the highlights of our life together every year. They were beautiful.
I had this really meaningful instrument right over here. It was right there. Fuck. Here it is. Wow. I played it on all my records. It's called a hung. We got married right here. This is where we got married.
And we say together?
And we say together.
Amen.
Amen.
All the time!
It's just beyond belief.
Yeah.
It's all just ruined. I couldn't believe that I could live here. We knew it was a great day if we could get on our bikes and roll down to our plot at the community garden and then over to Farnsworth Park to enjoy a concert and some dancing, then down to Fox's for the best meal ever. But it's gone, as is the Bank of America, the hardware store, the pet store, the whole town.
This is a safe.
The cash is burned.
You can see the money.
You can see the money. Oh, fuck.
You can see
I
the burnt
doubt they'll
money.
take it. It does have a number on it. I don't know if we could live here. Morgan really doesn't want to live here because she doesn't want this to happen. She thinks it'll happen again. But I also don't want to abandon my community. I mean, Altadena is my community, you know, so I don't know what to do. What would you do?
Welcome home, Ondi.
Randy's my across the street neighbor, and he is just a fantastic lovey bear.
That's all right. You know what? We'll be back. We'll be back. I lived here since I was 12 years old. Moved away when I was 21. And then when my father passed, I moved back up to take care of my mom. And then I took care of her until she passed. And then I moved my son up with his wife and my 3 grandchildren.
The memories that I had here where I had with my grandmother, where I had with my dad, what I had with her, because we were high school sweethearts. The insurance company let us know we're underinsured. They said that we're about 170 grand short.
So 3 generations. This was our family legacy.
Multi-generational living is as prevalent in Altadena as the peacocks, which visited daily and crooned from our trees at night. I filmed these peacocks obsessively, as well as everything else that I loved about Altadena.
When the fire was over to Lake, I said, there's no way it's gonna make it all the way to our house. Oh my God, that's downtown Altadena. Because it would have to burn all these houses, and it did.
It was Randy who texted me to tell me that our homes burned down. I was in Budapest, of all places. It's not looking good. My house is gone, and I'm sorry to say, yours and Steve's didn't make it. Most of Altadena is gone. Randy's moved several times since the fire, from Fleabag Motel to Airbnb.
We have faith. We're strong, faithful.
We have faith that things are going to work out in our favor.
Yeah.
We don't know how.
It always has.
We don't know how, but we know it will.
I'm wondering what that is. Oh my God, that's Dad's robe.
Oh man, it made it. That's unbelievable.
He raised us in that robe. He wore it all the time when we were growing up. I never even saw this robe in the bathroom. Did you, babe?
No, I don't remember that.
That's God. That's got to be God. That's His spirit in presence.
He always said he was going to watch over us. But how did it survive? Even the fireproof safe is burned to a crisp.
Look forward, not backward.
I knew your father, and he was an awesome guy. And I think his spirit is still around, especially after seeing his robe. That's the hope. That was him telling you something. It's like, hey, you know, I'm still here. I'm still a presence here.
My brother David and his wife Kelly lost their home in Altadena the same night, a mile south of ours, and thousands burned between us.
This is how I'd go to your house. And so right here is where all of our books were. And look what happened. It's all just like confetti. Definitely like holding on to something.
It's something big because
It's a menorah. That's the menorah. Oh, we found the menorah. That's the garage. That's where all of Kelly's paintings were. That's the biggest, hardest thing for me is that all of Kelly's artwork is gone. And she doesn't make art anymore.
We might be the first climate refugees you know personally, but we won't be the last. The Eden Fire that destroyed Altadena, killing 19 people and wiping out over 14,000 acres, was one of the worst in LA history. And half of California's largest wildfires have happened in the last 5 years. I found out through our attorneys that our neighbors, the Wormleys, are also plaintiffs in the lawsuit against Southern California Edison, whose transmission towers were witnessed causing the sparks that ignited the fire that destroyed Altadena. I knew Renelle and her daughter LaPortia from our walks around the neighborhood. Their 2 sweet kids loved my husky, Bellatrix. And they'd all wave and say hello as we passed by on Olive Street. They narrowly escaped that home at 4 in the morning because they had no evacuation orders. All 3 generations are living at the Travel Lodge for over a month now.
About the Travel Lodge here because I lost my house. I lost it. I lost everything that I have. My mom didn't even get the crate of toys that I asked her to get. I'm very mad. Because I had some true memories about those toys. But she did take her insulin.
I was a nurse at LA County USC Medical Center. Kind of followed my mom's footsteps because she was a nurse as well. And I did home health hospice. She was the beginning and I dealt with the end. Altadena was what we called home. My parents worked hard to provide us a home. My mom loved that home and asked me, did I want to keep it? And I told her, yes, it's for the family, whatever I need to do. Our lives were lived there and our families were there, and my parents and my children and my grandchildren. The community was awesome. Neighbors helping neighbors. We would lift each other up. That's what Altadena was about, and everything is gone now.
Is there something that you're looking for?
Yeah, I wanted to see if I could grab this sock box, and I think I saw it. This is it. This is, remember your lockbox. Lockbox. Okay.
Ah! Oh, shit! My knee!
Renelle slipped and fell in the ruins of her home and is now in the hospital. On top of this, she's facing a large reverse mortgage. I'm worried about so many of my neighbors who are underinsured and truly in desperate straits. Anyone who paid off their mortgage was not required to have insurance, and now they're facing homelessness.
Altadena's not for sale!
Altadena's not for sale!
My brother tells me about a rally and an activist named Heavenly Hughes.
Altadena's not for sale!
Altadena's not for sale.
Altadena in the house for sure! We're here to say, do not sell. We are here to support you during that time when it's time to rebuild. We do not want to be swept out of Altadena.
All this devastation that you've seen here could have been prevented. But Southern California Edison, instead of spending the money to update their equipment, they were worried about
a $14 million CEO payday.
Said I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need.
Yes!
Dollar, 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 that's what I need. Say, hey, hey.
Oh my God, hey Rupert.
Owner, what are you doing here, bro?
I saw Rupert at My Tribe Rise. I worked with Rupert 20 years ago, and then we lost touch because we were just like co-workers back then. And I had no idea it was my neighbor.
Your house burned down, bro?
Yeah, everything burned up there.
Yeah, mine too.
So when I saw him at My Tribe Rise, I told him, I'm gonna go to my lot and do some digging. And he's like, can I come help? So he came right over, we started digging, and that's when we found all of my wife Kelly's ceramics. And I kept saying, thank you so much. And he's like, no, thank you. This is therapy for me. I couldn't find anything in my house. Something like this happens, and he's my friend now.
Altadena was the best. It was the friendliest, most diverse neighborhood I've ever lived in.
And everyone seemed to be thriving.
There were holiday parties and block parties, so many great mom and pop joints. And then the fire comes along, and it's like, some of us are gonna be okay, but some of us are at risk of losing everything.
So that's out of my window at 2:12 in the morning.
Wow. Wow.
And we didn't get the morning evacuation board until 3:30.
His shoes had melted from the fire as he tried to save his house.
So my sister lost her house, my niece lost her house, my brother-in-law lost his apartment. The guy next door is a gardener, he's in a sticky situation, forgot to make his premium. And I did January 4th, they give him you're no longer insured. So those 4 days, he didn't hit.
He was not covered.
Not covered.
And how many years did he live there?
Over 30 years. I come back here just to remember how to get here and just to know the way back home.
You guys ready?
Yep.
1 second. After the fire happened, after losing my house and studio, someone reached out and donated 2 different tintype cameras to me. At the end of today, I will reach my 200th portrait. 1,000.
Looking at Rupert's footage and hearing his story, I don't feel safe anywhere. Models predict fires like these are 50% more likely in the future due to climate change. 12,500 homes burned over 2 days on January 7th and 8th on opposite sides of LA. Over 6,800 buildings burned in the Palisades and Malibu.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
And over 9,400 buildings in Altadena. 86 square miles were scorched. It was the costliest fire in U.S. history, with losses estimated to be between $76 and $131 billion.
I was like, wow, look at that fire. It was a beautiful visual, actually. It was beautiful, and I didn't like to share that, but I'm watching this whole mountain just like dancing. That's literally what it looked like to me. It looked like the fire was just dancing through the sky and just becoming more and more broad as it's dancing.
And then it kind of took a turn because now I'm seeing it come down into the actual residents in the community. So that's when it's no longer beautiful, because now you know life is in danger.
We were actually trapped in the house, couldn't get out, and had to break through my glass doors to even get out the house. There were no helicopters or a fire truck. It's almost like they allowed it to burn.
Heavenly, I grew up with the understanding that fire trucks came when there was a fire and people were told to evacuate, but no one showed up here.
What do I really say about that? I mean, I'll have to say that the Black community is not surprised that we were not informed. You moved into a Black community where we are not on the priority list to save our lives. I've been in Altadena my entire life. I was born in the mid-70s and raised in Altadena. Due to redlining, Negroes were only able to purchase property on the west side of Altadena or in northwest Pasadena. Real estate agents would not even show Negroes property in those areas.
According to vehicle locator data uncovered by the LA Times, 40 county fire trucks surrounded the Palisades fire. Whereas in West Altadena, where 19 of my neighbors perished, there was only one.
They could care less if we had all died that night. They've been wanting to get us out of there for a very long time. And a part of making prices so high, unreachable, that we already know the only people that are going to be able to now even move into Westside Altadena are those who are affluent, got money. I mean, things are selling for $1 million or more. When I think about Altadena's not for sale, I think about the community members, the culture. I think about those who built Altadena. That can't be sold. Yeah. Our community is not for sale. Our culture is not for sale. What we've put into building this atmosphere of love within our community, that's not for sale. We have a full day today, making sure that we get the resources necessary for the new build and everything in between. Thank you, Sue.
Despite living next to each other, exchanging occasional hellos and waves from a distance, it's only after the walls came down and my neighbors and I are displaced and dispersed that our bonds of connection truly form.
We have luncheons where we invite Altadenians throughout the community who's been impacted by the fire. We call them our power luncheons.
Hello, how are you? Blessings, good to see you.
We're gonna talk. Our last luncheon, I saw probably 20 of my classmates that I graduated from high school with. They come up to me like, thank you so much. It feels good to be able to serve them.
Altadena is actually not a city of its own. It's unincorporated LA County. So we only have county services, like the county fire and sheriff. And Catherine Barger is our only local politician.
How many of us in here are planning to rebuild? Because we want to keep you encouraged. We want to keep you encouraged that we are going to rebuild. There will be a new Altadena, and we're going to all be a part of it. Blessings.
My background is in disasters. I'll be with you for the next at least 10 years.
I
Hi, young man.
Hey, nice to meet you.
I'm gonna need some resources or connections with rebuilding. My mom was in a reverse mortgage.
Okay.
And so she has a balance.
That's what we can help you figure out.
Thank God for you.
Up to now, we've probably given over $200,000 in direct assistance just for temporary housing.
People tell her often that she should run for mayor next.
Shauna is my right hand. She's doing it all with me, so I truly appreciate it. So I love you and thank you so much. Hey, Shauna, we need to get all these 100 or more community members who have sent in emails. We need to get it into one letter for Supervisor Barger. We got a letter from 403 Figueroa, where a lot of tenants were left there alone. They feel like they were left alone to die. So the same situation was happening over there at the El Mirador, where the seniors were left to fight for themselves to get out the night of the fire. So yeah, we got a letter from NAACP president saying that he has reached out to Supervisor Barger at least 5 times and no response. We're headed up to Loma Alta Park. They are doing a reopening. We're going to present an invitation asking Supervisor Barger to come to a community organized town hall meeting. Who has the letter? Okay, I'll be right there.
I want to introduce you to the hardest working elected official for the recovery of Altadena, Supervisor Catherine Barger. 3, 2, 1.
Supervisor Barger, we'd like to look for you this letter about some of the requests that we'd like to see in improving your response to the Altadena fire. Supervisor Barger.
This is not the time. This is not the time.
We got that on tape. We appreciate that she's here for the kids, but how do you celebrate at a park when you're looking over at disaster? Let's also spend money on rebuilding the neighborhood.
Hello, Catherine. Hi. Sorry. How are you? How are you? Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am. Yeah. With all due respect, this is not the time.
No, Heavenly, not Heavenly, not
we
today.
heard.
Not today.
We heard.
Today.
Thank you.
I'm. Not today.
I got you.
No, I know, Heavenly.
Isn't it for community?
No, this is a closed tour. No.
I'm thankful about the park, but there's a lot of community members who are saying we might have to start sleeping at the park because we are unhoused. We're sleeping in our car still. So we came to meet the supervisor where she's at because we have not been able to contact her. So there was no disruption about the park. I think that how you just came up me was wrong because this has been my park for over 49 years and you just hurt my feelings. Now I'm fired up. So we're gonna be meeting y'all for real where y'all at, everywhere y'all at. If I'm seeing all these people still sleeping in cars, still sleeping on couches, maybe we need to see where money can go to really help the people.
Renelle, did you get the lease signed for the temporary housing?
As far as the payment of the lease agreement, the agent wanted me to pay out of my pocket, and I'm like, I'm living off that money, and I've got to buy things for the place, because you forget, we're starting completely over. So when it comes down to a spoon or a fork or a cup, we have to buy everything.
I'm on my way up now to go pick up my mom's ashes. I realized the one thing that was irreplaceable was my mother's remains. And they're finally starting to clear my lot, so I gave the Army Corps the approximate location where my mother's ashes might be. And yesterday they texted me and told me they found them.
Okay, let me open. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
She's back with me. It's heavy, isn't it? Thank you so much.
She wanted to be found.
Okay, right. Okay, you take care of yourself, okay? It made it.
You want to go to our property this way?
Doesn't matter to me, whatever you want to do.
Should we keep these folders?
I mean, they're just rocks, Mom.
Well, right now, the Army Corps is going to ask us what we want to keep and what we want to lose. So at least look at it with me from that perspective.
Look at the lizard, Jukes.
You okay?
I'm really sad because this is our stuff. Like, even if it's a mess, it's still like our stuff. You know, if that thing is that's your room.
I know.
A snake.
So cool that it still exists.
Oh. So many memories.
Yeah, there were so many wonderful gatherings here.
What do you want them to keep?
Nothing. I don't even reminisce. I think we deal with these things very differently. I gotta get out of here, Mom. I gotta get out of here. Suffocating me. You know, for me, Mom, that it's okay. Because I have had a lot of good times in this place, but I also was just really depressed from like 15 till like 19, you know? And now I feel better than I ever have.
That's great.
And so it's just, we're in different places about this place. Somehow I'm ready to just leave it.
So we're gonna come here 3 feet and they're gonna saw cut and remove the foundation.
Okay, so the night of the fire, my brother, his family, my mom and her cats evacuated to my house. And one of the cats got trapped in here under my bed. So if you could find the remains so that my mom could bury her, I know that'd help her a lot.
Yeah, just so much debris, yeah. But you never know, things.
Have you found remains at other houses?
Yeah, we had one we cleaned up. It's they found his sister in the bathtub on Las Flores. She tried to hide from the fire, I believe, and she's,
in the water.
Yeah, something.
We know that story.
Yeah.
We know Zaire.
Yeah, that's one thing I think that this fires actually did for this community is bring people back together, right? I see everyone talking, sharing information and helping out as things go. The community's gonna be way stronger.
But this is the worst thing you've ever seen in 13.
Yeah, I mean, I think I heard we passed 9/11 as far as debris cleanup, the tonnage. I think we're over 100 million tons.
Tomorrow's Mother's Day. We'd sit right at that table. My mom and Kelly,
Cheers, Mama friend.
my sister-in-law, would be celebrated every single Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mothers.
And right now I'm sitting inside of a danger zone. That is my house.
That's my bedroom wall right there. My safest space in the world. In the world. I travel all over the world, and the only thing I knew is I could come back to that place right there. Fucking destroyed. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for the time we had to be here and raise my son here. It's been 13 good years here. I don't know what to do next, but at least I had that.
We gotta have you guys out of the red tape.
I'm just like crying. It was a great, great house. It's like the end of a chapter, you know?
Right. Yeah, a lot of the homeowners describe it as like a funeral.
It's like a funeral. That's exactly right. Hey, the piano! Oh my God! You know.
Hey, Rach, I'm having a really hard time. I don't know. It feels victim-y to be crying about it still.
It's appropriate to be victim-y.
It just feels like such an attachment to things, you know what I mean? And that it's not spiritually elevated for me to be like sad about that, but it's the place, it's the orientation. I feel so disoriented now, you know?
Ondi, that idea that you just said, that it's not spiritually elevated, that is just really not true. The home is like a mix. The dichotomy between like spirituality and materiality is just wrong. Our lives are made of the things we gather around us, and they matter. On the thing about grief is you cannot argue with it. Grief has its own timeline. It is in charge. You are actually not in charge.
It was the best neighborhood I ever lived in, you know. In 4 years, I knew all my neighbors. So that's why we're rebuilding, because you can't just pick up and find another place like that, you know.
one cat here who is available in our cat center who is recovered from burn injuries.
Poor babies.
We took in over 500 animals for emergency boarding after the fire.
Well, hi. Hello, baby. I would love to take her.
Okay.
We actually have a really cool program called Seniors for Seniors. So her fee is going to be waived, so there won't be an adoption fee.
How sweet. How sweet. Come here, baby girl.
How you doing, neighbor? Wow. Congrats on getting this rental finally. And are you going to rebuild? Have you even thought about it?
Yes, I do plan to rebuild. So what I have to do for me to stay there is just pay the loan balance. So I got, I got to work on getting that money together.
How much is that?
It's like $600,000. Because I've got to start dealing with that portion of it.
Well, we're here
But maybe
for you.
I can.
Right?
Because my next door neighbor,
Like, we're neighbors now.
Yeah.
We're more neighbors than we ever have been.
Man.
But it took our houses burning down.
To connect.
Altadena no se vende, el futuro se defiende. Altadena no se vende, el futuro se defiende. Altadena, Altadena. We are one. Gloria a Dios.
I love you, Altadena. We want to make sure that Supervisor Barger know that we want to be a part of the conversation. When we invited Supervisor Barger to come here. Supervisor Barger, are you here? No. We're going to be out here most of the day, asking you to come and meet with us.
Are we ready to march? March. Altadena no se vende.
Look who's here. What's happening with the house?
They're saying that they're going to do a foreclosure 26th of August.
What?
Yeah. So all these months that I've been trying to get them to tell me something, nobody could ever tell me anything. Just sending me to different departments.
I'm so sorry that you're dealing with all this.
I can't believe they can take your property and sell
It's
it.
just been a whirlwind, Ondi.
You've got your family you need to take care of.
And I
You
got
don't know
my
what to do.
family. That's why I had kind of started saying, I'll just sell it.
But what about if we can get you to stay? Wouldn't you prefer to stay in the lot?
Yeah, but I don't have the money to rebuild it.
But the power company does.
Oh my goodness, we have a special guest here. Our Congresswoman, Judy Chu, is in the house.
Look at all these incredible resources that are here. This is so fantastic. Foothill family, young and healthy. Thank you, My Tribe Rise, for bringing together the community.
I had a question. I was affected by the fire. My mom had a reverse mortgage on the home.
Reverse mortgages are the scourge of the earth.
Yeah.
They're all seniors. There's not one young person under the age of 65 that has a reverse. And the level of interest, it's above credit card rates. I'm like,
Really?
there are about 300 and some odd reverse mortgages in Altadena, which is an overrepresentation nationally.
Oh my God.
Which HUD has already acknowledged.
Okay.
We need some help from Congress to say, hey, she shouldn't be foreclosed on under these circumstances.
We really need to do something.
Especially with a pending lawsuit where there's a lot of plaintiffs who are due to get money, there really should be a moratorium on foreclosures.
We'll try to do whatever we can, including making them be embarrassed about what's happening. Yeah.
Never knew you from around. Then all the walls came down. your face in the crowd, but then all the walls came down.
Today marks the 6-month anniversary of when the fire started. This is the largest debris mission that we've ever had in the 250 years that the Corps of Engineers and the Army has been in existence. And I have 100% confidence that it will rise up again.
As we grieve together, we also heal together.
You only get one hometown.
Barbara Lewis. Dalise Curry.
My sister Evelyn McClendon was the very first victim found in the fire. I know that because me and my cousin came up here and found her the very next day.
Then all the walls came down. All the walls came down.
If you guys can stand in a line, here we go. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. All right.
Sorry, guys. That is beautiful.
I don't know how many Black people are still going to be able to enjoy beautiful Altadena, but this kind of love throughout the community has been at such a high rising. I believe together we're going to see this new Altadena and it's going to be better.
It's like it was 1907 or 1908. This is probably how the neighborhood looked. People were starting to move up here and they'd get their little piece of land and they'd start building their houses. And you know, there'd be a lot of lots in between and then there's a house. A lot of lots in between and then there's a house. People scattered, but just building brick by brick, year by year, it just started getting better and better. It's absolutely sure that anything is possible and that it can come back. I think it can come back.
I've learned we each carry a piece of Altadena inside us. We are Altadena, and this is our story.
Someday I'm gonna live in your house up on the hill. And when your skinhead neighbor goes missing, I'll plant a garden in the yard. Then they're gluing roses on a flatbed. You should see it, I mean thousands. I grew up here till it all went up in flames except the notches.